Yo, what's good, family? DJ Universe back in the building for another Clone Wars, the spin-off. And today we ain't even gotta go looking for the story. The story came to us. T.I. just handed his entire catalog over to Reservoir.
Hold on. T.I., 20 plus years in the game, King album under his belt. Kill the King charting top 10 right now, and he's out here signing paper. That's not a man running out of options. That's a man playing chess.
See, that's what I want to get into today, because from where I'm standing, still grinding shows, still selling shirts out the trunk, a deal like that feels like a whole different universe. But the lessons in it, those apply to me too.
That's the whole point of today's episode. Big deal on top, real money lessons for everybody listening underneath it. Let's get into it.
So here's what's public. July 9th, Reservoir Media announces a publishing deal with T.I. covering his entire catalog. We talking 2001's I'm Serious all the way through 2020's the L.I.B.R.A, plus his new album Kill the King folded in two, which already landed top 10 on the hip-hop and R&B charts.
And it's not just his own records. This deal pulls in the writing credits from every feature he ever wrote a hook for or dropped a verse on. B.o.B, A.A.P.Rocky, Slim Thug, Trey Songz, Dave East, Sean Kingston, Big K.R.I.T. Man's pen touched a decade of other people's hits.
Terms weren't disclosed, which, real talk, usually means it's a serious number and both sides agreed to keep it out the paper. But notice what he did not sell. This is publishing, not his masters. Different asset, different math.
Break that down for me, though, because I hear publishing and masters used like they the same thing all the time, and they not.
Your masters are the actual recording, the finished song file. Your publishing is the underlying composition, the melody, the lyrics, the writing. You can sell one and keep the other or split both up different ways. T.I. selling publishing means Reservoir now collects and administers those songwriting royalties, mechanicals, performance royalties, sync licensing when a song lands in a movie or a commercial, but the actual masters could still sit somewhere else entirely.
And that's the veteran move right there. You don't gotta sell everything to cash out. You figure out which piece of the pie you're ready to hand off, and which piece you hold on to for your kids.
From a culture standpoint, this is bigger than T.I. too. You got Reservoir, Sony, all these publishers out here hunting for real hip-hop catalogs like it's the new gold rush. That's the industry telling you the culture is a certified asset class now, not just a trend they license and move on from.
And here's the part y'all sleep on. Every feature verse T.I. wrote for B.o.B or A$AP Rocky, if that was registered properly with a PRO and split correctly at the time, that's been paying him for years and just became part of a whole catalog deal. A 16-bar feature can outlive the song it was on.
See, that's the part that's got me thinking about my own paperwork right now, not gonna lie. All right, since we talking real numbers, let's talk about where artists like me actually live, which is the road. New data out this year says merch is now 30 to 50% of a touring artist's income at the club level. Not ticket money, merch.
That checks out with everything I came up in. The door money is unpredictable. Promoter takes their cut. Venue takes their cut. That merch table is yours.
Run the real numbers. A 12-date run, 1,500 cap rooms, grossing around 480,000 combined ticket and merch. After every fee, a four-piece act is clearing somewhere between 35 and 65,000 total, which is around 8 to 16,000 a man for 6 weeks of work before taxes even touch it.
And that's why what you sell matters as much as how many tickets you move. T-shirts running 60 to 75% margin on bulk blanks, vinyl at 50 to 70%, tote bags over 70. That's real profit compared to a ticket split 3 or 4 ways before you see a dollar.
That road money is what buys you patience. You build that up right, you ain't desperate enough to sign the first bad deal that comes across the table. T.I. had 20 years of catalog and leverage before he ever sat down with Reservoir. That leverage gets built one merch table at a time.
Practical move for anybody out here touring. Open a separate business account for the road. Every city's merch cash goes in, every expense comes out of it, and you pay yourself last like a real business. Not first, like it's just cash in your pocket.
Y'all know I gotta close it out with the framework. Knowledge is T.I. putting in 20 plus years before this deal ever made sense. That's the foundation. That's number one. Wisdom is knowing when it's time to sell a piece and when it's time to hold. Applying what you know. Understanding is reading every line in that contract so you actually know what you agreed to, not just what you were told.
3 things to walk away with today. 1, register your publishing splits on every song and every feature right now, today, not later. 2, learn the difference between your masters and your publishing before anybody puts a contract in front of you. 3, treat your merch and touring money like a business with a budget, not a bag you dip into.
That's the culture in the business. Same conversation every single time. Real hip-hop DNA right there.
Straight up. Go check your splits tonight, family. I'm serious.
That's the show. DJ Universe, Dandy Market, Calvin Blingwell, Dangerous Zygos, Clone Wars, the spinoff, we out.